Are you applying for a UK visitor's visa and all that you own is your thriving shop? Are you feeling more pressure because you think you need to prove that you return home and you have no property to your name? You're not alone, as I've got the same question on this channel, and in the next few minutes I'm going to be revealing the key evidence that you need to highlight your strongest ties and boost your chances of visa approval. Don't click away because this could be the game changer for your application. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are new, you're welcome. My name is Victoria, and on this channel I share all about immigrant lifestyle in the United Kingdom. So if this video or any other of my videos resonates with you, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share this video with somebody. Just a quick disclaimer before we move on. I am not an immigration lawyer or a visa consultant. Everything that I share on here is based on personal experience, research, and community insight. So please always double check with official sources or consult a licensed immigration advisor before making any big decisions. This video is for informational purposes only, and no one is obligated to follow my advice. So first, let's get clear on this. What are strong ties and why do they matter? Now, when embassies ask for strong ties, they are basically trying to answer one question. Will this person return to their home country after visiting abroad? They want to be sure that you aren't planning to stay in the UK permanently. So they look for proof that you have a reason to return home. Owning a property is a common way to show this, but it is not the only way. If you own a business, that can be a huge plus. And most people assume that you have to own a house or a land, but that's just one of the many ways to prove your strong ties to your country. You can show strong ties through other means like family, employment, business, community involvement, and financial responsibilities. So if you're a shop owner, for example, or you are a small business owner without any property, don't panic. You still have plenty of other ways to show that you are returning back home and build a strong case for your application. Owning a business, even if it's a small shop, is a huge indicator of strong ties. Why? Because it shows that you've invested time, money, and effort into something that requires your presence to run. Really, no one builds a business just to abandon it. And here are the list of the things that you need to show as a business owner trying to get a visitor visa to the United Kingdom. 1. Your business registration documents. So that's your CAC certificate if you're in Nigeria, your trade license, your tax ID, or any other government issued proof. And if it is in your name, that's already a big plus for you. 2. Operational proof. You need to show that your business is active and it is not just on paper. Show the lease agreements, the utility bills, photos and videos of your shop, and things like that. 3. You need to show the money. Embassy officers love numbers. They want to see that your business is making money and is stable. So show them the income that is coming into your business account consistently. This shows them sustainability and regular activity as regards to your business. Also, ensure that you provide invoices, receipts, supply orders, bank statements, sales records, tax returns, monthly sales reports, and so on. Number 4, future plans. If you are expanding, investing, or you have long-term plans for your shop, ensure that you include all these in your cover letter. This shows your commitment to your business. So you may ask, what if my shop is rented? What if I did not buy the shop? Now, you not owning that shop building is completely fine. The key here is control. That is, if you rent the space, simply show something that shows that you have a valid list of agreements in your name. Things like rent receipts, payment history, photos of the shop with your name or signage on it. The goal here is to show that this business is fully yours. It is not borrowed and it is not temporary. So basically, visa officers don't just look for one piece of evidence. They want to see a pattern of responsibility, that you are deeply tied to your life at home. And here is what you can also add. 1, employee records. So do you have staff? Provide their employment records, their pay slips, or their names and roles. 2, you can also provide tax documents. Do you pay business taxes? Awesome. Show the recent tax payments. They show financial responsibility and legality. Another thing is community involvement. Are you part of any business associations, market groups, local church, even cooperatives or contribution groups? All of this shows that you are actively involved in your community and in your local ecosystem. And with regards to employee information, you want to prevent any breach of privacy data. You can submit limited employee-related information as long as it does not reveal sensitive, personal data and is clearly necessary to prove your case. For example, you can give a list showing you employ people using their names or initials only. A payroll summary that shows the amount and job roles but blacks out their personal identifiers like their phone numbers, their full names, or their bank details is also very acceptable. Another thing that you can give as an evidence that you employ people is a signed letter with the employee's consent, of course, stating that they work for you. And you can also give them a business structure chart showing the roles of the people that work for you, e.g., I've got 2 shop assistants and I've got 1 cleaner. You also need to avoid submitting their full names, their ID numbers, or any private contact details without consent. You also need to avoid sharing pay slips or personal employment contracts without redaction. Basically, anything that could be seen as sharing somebody's personal data without their knowledge or consent should be avoided. So now, proving that you own a business is a big one, but let's not forget the other ties because they all add up. Now, family first. If you have a family, show it. This is a major tie. Provide your marriage certificates, your birth certificates of your children, the photos of your family life, proof that your children are in school, things like their admission letters. And if you care for an elderly parent, show that too. Even if you are single, showing that you are responsible for others, like your siblings or other dependents, these all are very, very powerful. Another thing that you can use to show strong ties is your personal finances. Your savings account, your loan repayments, your insurance policy. Show that you have financial responsibilities back home. And another thing is community. So are you part of a church, a mosque, a club, a community group? Show your involvement in those clubs. Next, you want to make your case stronger with a cover letter. Don't underestimate the power of a good cover letter, because this is your chance to tell your story. Basically, you want to explain your situation clearly. Why are you going to the UK? Why will you come back home? These documents that you have provided, how do they prove that you are coming back home? So I've put together a cover letter template. All you need to do is click the link in my bio or the one in the comment section and it will take you right to it. And here are some common mistakes that you need to avoid while applying for your UK visitors visa. 1, you don't want to provide fake documents. That's a big no. 2, don't be vague. Be specific and provide as much information as possible. 3, don't assume anything. Explain everything clearly. So in essence, be honest. Don't fake documents. Be organized. Group your evidences clearly. Write a cover letter explaining how all these documents prove that you have a strong tie to your community. And you do not need to panic. Owning a property is great, but it is definitely not mandatory. Now, remember, I'm sharing this information based on my understanding and experience. I am not an immigration lawyer. So if you have a complex situation, please talk to a professional immigration advisor or lawyer. They can give you specific advice for your case. So if you are worried that not owning a property will alter your chances, now you know better. You know that's not true. So just make sure that you focus on proving that your life, work, and relationships are firmly tied to your home country, and that's what really matters. So, have you gone through this UK visitor visa process as an entrepreneur or a shop owner or a business person? Please share your experience with us in the comment section. What worked for you and what challenges did you face? And if you're a student inviting your family to the UK as a visitor, you will find this video helpful. Just click on it or any other of the videos showing on your screen, and I'll see you there.